Hi FlossTube friends, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is actually Monday, May 13th at approximately 9:30 p.m., give or take Eastern Time. And I'm coming to you today with a little bit of an apology to all my FlossTube friends. I had recorded this video that I am editing and uploading right now May 1st, and I meant to upload it that week, and it never did get uploaded. And I'm coming to today to also record the middle of May update video for you, and I just realized that I needed to finish editing and uploading the video from May 1st. So enjoy this video, kind of in the past now, and you'll be getting another update hopefully later tonight after this video is uploaded and published to YouTube. So hope to see you soon, and enjoy this video. Thanks. Hi FlossTube friends, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Thursday, May 2nd at approximately 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Coming to you today with a FlossTube update. This is FlossTube number 173. I don't know if I've ever necessarily said that on my intros to my FlossTube videos, but yeah, today is FlossTube number 173. And I'm coming to you today with a cross-stitching update. Happy May Day to everybody. Yesterday was May 1st, also known as May Day. This coming Saturday is May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you. If you're a Star Wars fan or like the movies, May the 4th be with you. And happy Revenge of the 5th day as well. Coming up this weekend. Got a lot going on. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I look forward to meeting new friends all the time, and you're no different. So thank you again for stopping by and taking a look to see what I have to offer. If you're a returning watcher, thank you very much for stopping by. It's always great to meet with friends and just hang out and talk about life and stitching and just whatever else is on our mind. So thank you very much for stopping by again. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. I love all my old friends, and I just really appreciate you spending time with me, and today's no different. So thank you very much. If you haven't already, I encourage you to click the subscription button below and also click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. I've been trying to get new content, or at least cross-stitching content, uploaded to my channel about every 2 weeks or so, give or take. And yeah, so hopefully you've found something on the channel that'll keep you wanting to come back, and you'll subscribe. So thank you very much. Again, this is my channel, my FlossTube channel. FlossTube is a subset of YouTube where makers like me come to you and talk about our love of cross stitch. We use embroidery thread to cross stitch our projects with. Therefore, our videos here on YouTube are known as FlossTube because we use embroidery floss to do our craft. So thank you very much for stopping by. Tonight's video is pretty much all about cross stitch. I have a little bit of kind of life updates and some plans to share with you, and also just in general cross stitch update. I'm going to be sharing some April wrap-up information and some May plans for stitching, and also show you some haul. So if you're so inclined, I encourage you to grab something to drink. Maybe grab a cross-stitch project or a craft project or some other thing that you want to do. Play your video games, listen to me in the background, just whatever. And yeah, so we'll get started with stuff. So you'll find me looking down. I have notes right here, so you'll find me looking down at my notebook on occasion tonight. So some life updates. Last weekend, I found out some not so great news. Those of you that have watched my channel for a while probably have heard that I do have family all over the United States. My real dad and my stepmom live down in Florida. My real dad used to do Santa Claus. And in the last couple of years, my stepmom has been dealing with quickly advancing Alzheimer's. And my dad contacted me on Friday to let me know that my stepmom has been in the hospital with her dementia. She has now lost the ability to swallow. That happens with dementia patients. You know, it can affect their nerves and they start to not be able to function normally. So she hasn't been able to swallow food, and it's been choking her when she tries. So I have something in my eye. I think it's a hair. But anyway, so they were trying to evaluate her this weekend for possibilities of putting in a feeding tube this past weekend, and they determined late Saturday afternoon that because while she's been in the hospital through the last week, because of her dementia, and she doesn't understand what's going on and doesn't understand how things work, she's been pulling out her IV tubes and, you know, just kind of not being a real great patient. Well, that happens with dementia patients because they just don't understand, you know. And they determined that because she's pulling out her IVs, she'd probably also likely pull out her feeding tube, and therefore she is not a good candidate for feeding tube surgery. So my dad's made the kind of unfortunate for him decision to put her in comfort care hospice at this point in time, so they can kind of keep her comfortable, you know, get her to eat, or at least take liquid nutrition as best as she can and everything like that. So also because she has 3 adult children that are older than me of her own, they're the ones that are kind of hopefully stepping in to help Dad with her end-of-life preparation. A little bit glad and relieved that duty is not falling on me, because I just don't think I could take on that responsibility at this point in time. It's already a tough situation because, you know, my stepdad, who married my mom when I was 7, passed away in 2019, and there's a little bit of the feeling that when my stepdad died, my dad passed away. So because I had a better father-daughter relationship with my stepdad than I do with my dad. So there's a little bit of that going on. So hopefully they've got all that, you know, kind of end-of-life stuff all worked out amongst her kids. Excuse me. And all that. But I am dealing with the family issue. The work audit that I mentioned in a video 2 or back. Sorry, the work audit is over and everything is going good. I'm not sick. It's just we just ate dinner, so I'm trying to like clear my throat and stuff, and it's not wanting to cooperate. So anyway, so the work audit is done, thank God. So I'm not having to deal with that. I didn't stitch a whole lot last week just because I was busy doing some other things. I was playing my Paleo video game. You know, it came out on the Switch in April, so I've been playing that on the Switch a lot. Actually, no, it came out on Steam in April, so I've been playing a little on the PC, but mostly on the Switch, and just kind of enjoying the Paleo video game. One other thing this weekend, I'm probably not going to be stitching a whole lot. Tomorrow starts our small local board game convention here in Columbus called Buckeye Game Fest. My husband and I are going to that starting tomorrow. I have volunteered to work the registration desk from noon to 3 tomorrow, and then the game library from 3 to 6. So I will be working my 6-hour shifts to get my badge for free this weekend, and then we're going to be spending the evening downtown at the Hyatt for the Buckeye Game Fest game convention, and we'll be there on Saturday as well. So I'm probably not going to be getting a whole lot of stitching done between now and Sunday night, but that is the plan. No other plans going on just yet. My local needlework shop here in Columbus, Cross My Heart Limited, they host a stitching retreat every year. It's held up in Amish country in Berlin, Ohio, every year. This year, they have finally announced the dates for Camp Gotta Stitch. Camp Gotta Stitch will be held in September. I don't have the dates in front of me, but I will put the contact information for Cross My Heart. You can give them a call if you're interested in attending. It is in Berlin, Ohio again, but it's in September this year. So if you're interested in going, I encourage you to give them a call and see if you can get on their list. They are taking deposits right now, and they will get you all the details, the information for camp if you give them a call. I am hoping to go. We haven't fully made the decision yet, but it looks like about 65 to 70% for sure at this point in time that I'm going to be going to that retreat. Mom and I are also going to the fall stitching up in Warren, Ohio. It's the same one we went to the beginning of April. And then we're doing the Stitching in the Springs retreat again in November in Yellow Springs. So I can put all the information for the retreats that we are going to the rest of the year down in the description box below. So no other plans going on. I'm really looking forward to the Women's College World Series. If you've watched my YouTube channel for a while now, you know that I really like college softball. I played softball from 3rd grade all through high school. I'm really a big fan of softball. I have some college favorite teams that are out there. Mom and I did go to an Ohio State softball game this year. It was a lot of fun. We're probably going to go to more of them again. They started charging for tickets this year. It used to be all the years past, all their softball games were free, but they were finding the last 2 seasons that they had to turn people away because their games were filling up really fast. So they decided to start charging. Their games are only $8. Their tickets are only $8 for the softball games. So it just lets them kind of control the crowd sizes and stuff, so they're not turning people away at the door. But the Women's College World Series softball selection show is coming up on May 12th, which is also Mother's Day. If I don't record before then, happy Mother's Day to those of you who are mothers. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I hope you just enjoy time with your family. But the selection show is on Sunday, May 12th at 7 p.m. It's on, I think, ESPN2, I want to say, but it's on one of the ESPN channels, so you can listen to the selection show. Then the regionals, which are, I believe it's 16 teams, or maybe it's 32. I can't remember if it's 32 or 16 teams that they select. I think it might be 32. I think it's 32. They whittle it down to 8, and then those 8 are whittled down, or 16, and then those are whittled down to 8 for the finals. But the Women's College World Series happens the weekend after Mother's Day, so it's the following weekend after May 12th. Those are the regionals. That's where the 32 teams will, get down. The super regionals, which are the ones that the remaining 16 teams play, are the weekend after that. And the finals are the weekend after that. So basically starting the second weekend. Yeah, sorry about that. My camera froze again, so I had to restart. But anyway, I was talking about the Women's College World Series. So the weekend after May 12th is the regionals. Then you go to the super regionals. Then you go to the finals. And so I'll be kind of watching and following some college softball starting around May 12th and going through the first weekend in June. So that should be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. And then that's pretty much all the all the lifestyle and all the non-stitchy related kind of things going on in my life right now. So I'm going to get into some haul. First of all, I kind of wanted to apologize for you, or to you rather. I did my follow-up video for this the spring stitch-in retreat that Mom and I went to in Warren, Ohio. And I forgot to include some haul that I got there. So bear with me just a minute. So at the fall stitch-in, or the stitch-in retreats in Warren, Ohio, blah, 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 talking is hard. They have, they do their freebie table a little different. So everybody that wants to donate free stuff will donate whatever free stuff they have. They'll drop it off on Friday or early Saturday morning. And one of the ladies, the one lady that organizes the weekend, she's not the one that works with a hotel. Another lady works with a hotel, but she'll take all the stuff that's donated, and she'll spend a good chunk of Friday night and a big chunk of her Saturday morning and early afternoon setting up the freebie raffle. So what happens is she breaks all the stuff that's donated down into piles and everything like that. I think this year we had 35 things that we could put a ticket in for. And so she'll make these piles of things. So she'll announce at one point that the piles are ready and you can get your raffle tickets. She has a roll of raffle tickets. You take however many raffle tickets you want, but only one, you can only put one raffle ticket in each of the items to potentially win. And the whole goal is to get rid of all the stuff and everybody goes home with something. So you may get what you want, you may not get what you want, but if you get picked for one thing and then later on you're picked for another thing, you have to choose between the two to see which one you want to keep. And I think I got picked 3 times, so I ended up with a pile of stuff, and I forgot to show you some of the freebie stuff. Then at the end of the raffle, she does the raffle, I think, right after dinner. Yeah, it was right after dinner when everybody came out. She gave us the time to be there. So, you know, everybody kind of is going through all their stuff, and then if there's stuff in your pile of, you know, winnings that you didn't want, you can put them back on the free table, and then everybody goes to the free table and kind of takes what they want. So I threw the raffle ticket winnings and the free stuff. I'm coming to you to show you what I got. So this little yarn bag right here, these are pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen these, but these are yarn project bags. They have a zipper and a top and a way that you can reach in and get your yarn. But this is one of those cylindrical yarn totes or project totes. I thought it was kind of cool. I'd been kind of eyeing these. I think these run 20 or 30 bucks. I got it off the freebie table. Somebody didn't want it anymore. And I just happened to put all my freebie stuff in there. So I came home with quite a lot of freebie stuff that I will show you now. So all of this stuff, more or less, was in the pile of freebie stuff that I got. Some of it is stuff that I just brought home, stuff that I took myself to give away. But anyway, so I got the bag. One of the things that was in my pile was this Hobnob Designs Snow cross stitch kit. And it came with the snowman button, but look how cute that is. So when you open these up, yeah, so when you open these up, you have the little snowman pin that's in there. And then you have the, oh, this doesn't have the fabric and floss and everything in it, but normally it has the fabric and floss. But this just has the, pattern for the stitched piece. And the stitch piece is this little teeny snowman. That's what the stitch piece is. But they left me the button. So I actually have this snowman button to use. I thought that was really cute. I got it for free. So let me get this back in here somehow. There we go. These were normally little kits, but I got the snowman button for free. I got Teresa Wentzler. I got the Fruit Bell Pull. I wasn't necessarily after this, so this is probably going to go in a giveaway pile, or if you happen to want it, just put a comment below that you are interested in the Fruit Bell Pull, and I'll probably just send it to you. So yeah, these were something that I had put up there. Needlepoint Canvas Collection, Raggedy Ann and Andy. These are needlepoint canvases. I had bought them a long time ago thinking I was going to do them. This is probably a 20-year ago project. I believe they came from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. But yeah, I'm not going to do those. So those will probably go to another retreat. I'm not sure, this might have been another one of the ones that I put up there, but I got a Quaker clock. I might stitch it. Look at that. I think I've shown this before. But anyway, look at that. Look at those motifs. Those are really cute. A Quaker clock. It's just the pattern. This one is by the Cricket Collection, the cross-eyed cricket. This is number 95, called Argyle. Interesting. Then I got this one. It's called Life's a Stitch. Look at those colors, you guys. That would probably be really cute. Life's a Stitch. So I'd probably end up stitching that. These were Marbeck Angels that I had put out there that nobody wanted. So I have all these Marbeck Angels to give away. There's all kinds of them in here. If you're looking for a Marbeck Angel, let me know, put it in the comments below, and I'll see if I have it in my stash, and I'll just send it to you. So then we have Cedar Hill. This is called Shaker Beaver. I can show you that. He's really cute. There's a couple of Franny Ritter design pieces that I had put in the I myself had donated, and I just decided to bring them back home. Just kind of keep them around. So they were the Franny Ritter designs. They were really pretty. This is an aquamarine snowflake. This one is the sunset snowflake, and this one is the mint snowflake. So those were ones that I had put down. Somebody had put down Mushroom Mayhem. This is by Helen Daly Designs. Look at this skunk. Look how cute this skunk is. Is this skunk? He's so cute. So I decided last minute to kind of pick this one up and put him in my stash. This one is called Burnt to Perfection by Post Stitches. Sue Hillis Designs. These are post stitches, a little quick stitching for every occasion. Burnt to Perfection. Isn't that cute? Yep, and it's a Sue Hillis design. Then I got a piece by the Drawn Thread. I think this was one of the ones that I put out there that I decided to keep back. This is called Two Tiny Samplers. And you have those two at the top and those two at the bottom. There's 4 little tiny samplers in here. This one is called Snow Proud Sampler for My Boys Counted Cross Stitch Designs. Look, Snow Proud Sampler. Look at, he's holding a flag. Isn't that cute? Not typically my aesthetic. And there's a little my flag cross stitch too. Not typically my aesthetic, but you know, I'd probably stitch both of those. I think they're really cute. And this is Jess Nan, called Making Friends. I don't have this piece, but it's actually really cute. This is a Jess Nan Making Friends. Look at that. You can stitch them individually or stitch them as one piece. But yeah. The next one that was in my pile is called the Snowman Needle Roll by M Designs. M Designs. Snowman Needle Roll. You can do these as more like just a band sampler as well. You don't have to finish them into a needle roll. This is just the fabric. Or, I mean, just the pattern. The next one is by Bent Creek. It's the Snowman Stocking. He's really cute. I probably won't stitch it into stocking. I'll probably just stitch him as a snowman. I'll try and find some, like, neat fabric to stitch him on. but this is by Bank Creek. And then the piece de resistance that was in my pile was all snowmen, which is why I got like the snowman button and all the snowman patterns. The piece de resistance, I think this is my first Artisy full coverage cross stitch pattern, and I am keeping this one even though it is a paper pattern. I can scan the pages and probably put them into Pattern Keeper, no problem. But this one is called Dressing the Snowman, and it's an Artisy. Look how cute that is, you guys. So, very cute, and this is my first Artisy full coverage cross stitch pattern that I know of. I have told you in the past that I am no longer spending money with Heaven and Earth Designs. There's been a lot of things going on recently in the last 2 years or so, 2 to 3 years, where I just really kind of disagree with the way the owner of Heaven and Earth Designs have been handling some of the issues that have been brought up to the company. And I just am not purchasing anymore. I have quite a few. I have probably 30, maybe 20 or 30 Heaven and Earth Design cross stitch patterns in my folder that I have purchased over the years. But there are so many more full coverage cross stitch companies, cross stitch pattern companies out there now that are quite well known that I don't need to support Heaven and Earth Designs anymore. So I am stepping away from them. I'm really glad to get Artisy. Artisy is one of the cross stitch full coverage pattern companies that I am hoping to get more patterns from in the future. So I was really glad to get this in my stack of Christmas stuff. So those are some of the freebies from the Spring Stitch-In that I wanted to share with you. I also signed up for Tiny Modernist has a new stitch along going on right now. It is called the Tarot for Stitchers, and this is what the pattern looks like. It's called the Tarot for Stitchers. The border is free, and they are on part 4 of the cards for it. So it's called the Tarot for Stitchers. It's an 11-part series. We just got part 4. So I just wanted to show that to you. I haven't actually started stitching it, nor do I know when I'll get to stitching it, but I just thought it was really cute. So there is that. All right. New buildings. So I put on new buildings. I put on my notes new buildings, and I'm not exactly sure. Oh, it's okay. I know what it is. Never mind. So I had yesterday off. My husband was wanting to go to the Lego store to do this. They were doing a Star Wars release for the May the 4th on Saturday, and they had a release event yesterday. So we went and got there kind of early and waited in line until the store opened, and got him some Legos that he missed out on getting last year. So we got him his Star Wars Legos. So I had the afternoon off, and I decided to go out shopping and stop by Cross My Heart here in Columbus to pick up a couple of things that they had on hand for me. I have been collecting the Cottage Garden Samplings Fabulous House series, and number 4 and 5 came in. So I have house number 4, which is the cottage. And then I have house number 5, which is the Hobbit house. I'm definitely going to stitch the Hobbit house. I don't know how many of the other ones I will stitch. I'll probably stitch the Santa house. There's a bird house coming out, and I might stitch the castle as well. But yeah, the Hobbit house I'm definitely going to stitch at some point in time. I'm kind of a Lord of the Rings fan. Another pattern that I ended up with yesterday, walking around the shop, Carol, one of the shop owners, she had stitched this pattern on a fabric that was very similar to my Be Stitch Me Fabric of the Month for April 2024 that I got in last week. I will show you the fabric first. Oh, if I can get it open. Oi, come on. It's not cooperating. There we go. There we go. So this is the fabric of the month for April. This is called April Showers. And it's very much a Tiffany blue. It looks kind of more blue than it is. It's more of the greenish blue, kind of like Tiffany. But it is April Showers. I have a 1/4 yard of 40 count Verdal. The Be Stitch Me fabrics in 40 count are fabulous to work with. I am doing the Cottage Garden Samplings Year in the Woods pieces on the set of Be Stitch Me fabrics, and I am loving the way these fabrics stitch up. So I saw this piece that Carol had stitched, and she had stitched it on a similar, it was slightly lighter than this. This is really like a Tiffany blue. That's what I would kind of consider this, kind of like a Tiffany blue. But she had stitched this, the shop model, in a different colorway on fabric very similar to this. And I had got this on Monday. So when I saw her model, her shop model of this pattern, I bought it. And I asked her what color she changed it to. And I picked up the Weeks Works. So this is I Like to Party, and by party I mean nap, by Amy Brecken Designs. And it's called I Like to Party. But she had stitched this big piece up here with the sheep in her kind of Tiffany color fabric. And the color that she used for the letters, you'll see in the pattern, the letters are done in a red. She stitched hers in Weeks Dye Works Isla Morada. So this is what I'm going to be using. So if you can imagine the Tiffany blue, there we go. The Tiffany blue with Isla Morada, I think is how you say that. Isla Morada. So that is what I'm going to be doing this with. And then she just used the called for DMC for the sheep. And that's, I'm going to do the same thing. I might actually swap out, I don't know, I might find a soot or a coffee bean or something to do the faces of the sheep in, but that, instead of the red, this is the colorway that I'm going with on this. So that was a good find for me at the cross stitch store yesterday. And that is basically all I got from the cross stitch store. So I'll be kind of kitting this up. And that is all of my haul so far. That is all of my haul. So I wanted to show you guys the free stuff that I got at the Stitching Retreat in Warren, Ohio, earlier in April. So we got all that taken care of, and we have all that taken care of. All right. One of the other things I forgot to update you. So, you know, you'll see my Snoopy and all this stuff that's here behind me. Hopefully in another week or two, I will have a different look right here. I am hoping to get one of those 5x5 Calyx cube shelving systems, shelving unit things from IKEA in the next week or two, because I want to take all this stuff and just reorganize and make this just a shelving thing of cubicles. And I have some cross stitch over here. You'll see this stack of paper. A lot of these are cross stitch patterns that I actually have to put in 3-ring binders, and I'm hoping to get all my stash organized and all my project patterns organized and get all this stuff just looking less cluttered than it does, and just have a better storage system down here. So this whole area is going to probably change in the next couple of weeks, just an FYI. And it'll kind of force me to go through all my cross stitch patterns and whatnot and see what I have, and, you know, maybe thin some stuff out. All right. So we're going to do April wrap up now. All right. So for the month of April, I had stitched 3 projects for the month of April. My 3 projects for the month of April were Spring Awakens, which I don't think I have down. I don't have that down here, but I can show you a picture of where I was. Don't mind me. So Spring Awakens was by Summer House Stitch Works, and it's kind of done in called for. The called for colors are kind of more fall colors, like reds and blues and tans, and I didn't really like that. Carol from Cross My Heart had done her Spring Awakens in more spring colors, so I got the idea to change mine up. And you're not going to be able to see this really well, but there's spring colors in here. So the fabric that I used is Color and Cotton Fruit Punch. This is 36 count, so it's Color and Cotton Fruit Punch. And then I'm using Most Sale Floss. There's 4 colors that I'm using. There is a kind of a bright lime green, a bright turquoise blue, a peach color, and a pale yellow, and they're all kind of spring and Easter colors. So you're not going to see it super well on here, but you can kind of tell. This side over here, the left side, the one I've done the most over here on this side, is the lime green, then the blue, then the peach, and then the other side across from the green is the light yellow. But that is Spring Awakens by Summer House Stitch Works. The next project I worked on was Easter Egg Trio. This is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. April 2022. The Easter Egg Trio. I was working on my version of this green egg right here. And where I had worked on, I didn't have as much of the green done, and I didn't have all this tan color down here filled in. So I got 500, where did I have that written down? 527 stitches to finish WIPGO. WIPGO's goal was 500 stitches. So I got 527 stitches on the first Easter egg for Easter Egg Trio. For Spring Awakens, I stitched 908 stitches on Spring Awakens. So there is the first egg for the Easter Egg Trio. And I'm going to be doing the other ones. This is 22 count white Hardanger. I'm really liking stitching on the 22 counts and the 40 counts and the 36 counts because I can use one strand. So this is one strand, and I am using Most Sale flosses for this. I don't have the color names right in front of me that I can show you, but yeah, so Easter Egg Trio. And this is in my Peeps bag. I have a Peeps Easter bag. And then the third and last piece that I worked on for the month of April was Carolyn Manning's Shooting Star Collection Aquamarine. Aquamarine is my birthstone, so I decided that I wanted to work on this. Most of what I worked on is up here. It's in this corner. This is the upper left corner. And these are in greens and grays and teals. But this is Carolyn Manning Aquamarine. This is a piece of, I believe, 28 count. Might be 32 count. It might be 32 count. 32 count white even weave that I'm doing over 1/1 full cross. So, yep. And for Carolyn Manning Aquamarine, I only put in 394 stitches in. I still have 106 stitches to finish off the WIPGO goal, which is the second square for April. So I'm 1 square in April behind for WIPGO and hoping to catch up. So that is what I worked on for April. So it was a total of like 1,827 stitches for the month of April 2024. And compared to 2023, I had more stitches this year in April than I did last year. Last year, I only stitched 1,518 stitches, and I only worked on 2 projects last year. I did have 1 finish last year in April. I didn't have any finishes in April this year. But I stitched 1,829 stitches this April, this past month. Let's see. All right, so we're going to get into some May plans. We got lots going on for May. I will start off, since I mentioned it already. Here's WIPGO. So for the month of May, you can see in yellow, or maybe not, up here we have square number 5, which is a holiday theme from the current season. We have the free space, square number 13. And then we have square number 19, which is Stitch a Fall Themed Project. So I have picked everything out. As you can see, the last April square is a full coverage project. I am doing Aquamarine by Carolyn Manning because it is full coverage. And I have 106 stitches left to finish the goal. So part of my goal this weekend is to hopefully get to stitching that. But for square number 5, the holiday theme from the current season, I have chosen Liberty Bowl Fillers. Liberty Bold Fillers was a pattern in the 2018 summer issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. So you have the dog, the cat, and the mouse floating in their teacups. This was a start that I had last year that I'm going to dig back out and work on again. I got a little bit of the cat. This is a piece of 22 count hard hanger fabric that I hand dyed myself using RIT dye. I used, I believe, 2 colors of RIT dye, like a dark brown and a tan, to get these colors, so it looks really cute. I followed Carla Bean Crafty. Carla Bean Crafty is a YouTuber who does FlossTube videos as well. She has a pickle jar dyeing tutorial on her channel that I followed. And her pickle jar dyeing process is actually really super easy. So I used her pickle jar dyeing method to dye the fabric for this. So this is Liberty Bowl Fillers. I'm hoping to get a couple of these finished. My stitch goal for WIPGO is 500. But this piece also shows up on a couple of different challenge group things for this month. So, but yeah, it is that. And I'm doing it on 22 count personally dyed. Liberty Bowl Fillers is by Barbara Anna, and it was from the 2018 Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It's on pages 48 to 50 in that magazine. And this is just kind of in a Christmassy thing that I have some other stuff in as well. It's just a Christmassy piece that I had put it in. No special reason. All right, so that is for the WIPGO. And I will put links to all the groups that I mentioned. Pop Culture Stitching Challenges Facebook group. Their acrostic this month is Cinco de Mayo. I don't have any projects yet done for that or selected for the letters for Cinco de Mayo. The goal is 200 stitches per letter or 300 stitch penalty. So that is the May acrostic. Cinco de Mayo. Then the Magazine Monthly Challenge group, they have a theme and acrostic and an acrostic every month. This year's theme is Farmer's Market, and the acrostic is bicycle. As you can see, I'm going to be using Liberty Bowl fillers as the Farmer's Market piece. I'd like to finish the cat, and then also as the L in bicycle. But that is all I have put in here. Because it's a WIPGO goal, I have to do 500 stitches for WIPGO, so I could easily do a couple of letters on these acrostics, no problem. As long as I can figure out the tie-in with the letters. While we're on acrostics, the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Facebook group, this month's acrostic challenge is Share Kindness. You can get this file to print from the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Facebook group. They usually put it up either the last day of the prior month or the first day of the current month. So you can get this file in that group as well. All of these are free to join. So I haven't picked any of the letters out for that yet. So those are the two acrostics. And then for the free cross stitch challenge group put on by Creatively Crafting, they have Stitcho every month. This is this month's Stitcho board, and some of the topics that you can stitch for: stitch with a pink color floss, learn and stitch a chain stitch, stitch with DMC 909, stitch a skein, stitch a hoop, finish something, stitch 750 stitches, stitch with a purple color floss. So you can get all these goals. Some people like to try and cover the board. I'm just lucky if I get a line or the 4 corners done on this. So their monthly, they also have a monthly stitch goal. This month's stitch goal is 7,000 stitches. For every goal that you meet, you get points, and at the end of the month, you get to register your points in to potentially win a prize. And this month's prize for May is a stitching themed mug for your favorite hot beverage. That would be really good. I'd like to get a stitching mug. I had a stitching mug from Faye. I forget her last name. I have to reach back out to her. It was making friends one stitch at a time, and it had the world with, you know, some skeins of floss and stuff with it. And I dropped something into the sink in the kitchen, and I hadn't washed my mug yet, and it made a big chip out of the mug and cracked the side of it. I was really sad because I bought that mug about 4 years ago, so I reached out to her to see if she had any more, and I need to follow up with her because I don't think I heard back. And she was going to have to check to see if she had any more. So we have the Stitcho and we have the stitching count. So that's a lot of my potentials for for the month of May. Also, I was watching Sammy J Stitches here on YouTube. She is she's becoming a pretty good friend. At least I consider her a pretty good friend. She has been doing some live streams on Tuesday during the day and Thursday evenings. I'm kind of missing her live stream right now, but that's okay. Anyway, she had mentioned that there was a new cross stitch group forming up on Facebook, and it was put on by Corinne. Corinne is another floss tuber, and I can't remember who she stitches with. I will look up the information and put the information down below, or maybe in a little across the top somewhere or something about it. But She started this new Facebook group basically in the last few days, and it's called Stitch MayPoll, MayPoll, kind of like the maypole, where you know, a bunch of ribbons are tied to it and they spin around and end up tying up the ribbons along this pole. It's kind of a play on that, but it's kind of a bit of a challenge group, and she's doing it as a test run to gauge interest and to see how, you know, how this kind of format works. But essentially what you do is you pick 2 projects, you create a post in the group and put the projects up for voting on the group for 24 hours or so, and the group votes, and whichever one wins, you stitch on that piece for whatever goal you select. So I joined the group on the 30th. I put my first poll up, and my first poll ended last night at 9 p.m. And I have a new thing to do. So it is called Stitch MayPoll. I have my pieces picked. I had my pieces picked for it, and I decided that I was gonna potentially have 2 new starts. So the first piece that I picked was a piece that I just recently picked up. It's called Be the Good in the World. I have selected, I'm using the called for Weeks Dye Works flosses for this, but I have picked out a piece of Be Stitch Me 40 count fabric to stitch it on. This is called Lightly Salted Not Roasted, and it's kind of just a very light kind of creamy tan color. So these would be the colors. These are the called for colors, Weeks Dye Works colors, but it's called Be the Good. And the second piece I decided that I was going to stitch, or that I was going to put up against it, is a piece that I have had kitted for a little while, that I finally just decided that I would like to make it a start. Let me get this finished up and put back in the thing. So the piece that I put up against Be the Good was Long Dog Sampler's Crossword. In this one, I am using a Be Stitch Me fabric in Gorgeous Grape and Rainbow Moselle flosses. I will try and get, so these are all the Moselle flosses. And then this is the piece of Be Stitch Me Gorgeous Grape fabric. So I'm going to be doing 21 rows of each color, which will essentially make up all the rows of letters. So this T up in Trust up here, that T will be in purple. Then the next one, the next row down with Truth will be blue. The U in Life will be a turquoise. Kiss will be another turquoise. The T in Forever will be a darker lime green, and then a lighter lime green, and so on and so forth, all the way down. So these are some of the rainbow colors that I will be using, and these are all Moselle silk, really pretty red, that I ordered last year, because Mo Bittner was had kitted up hers doing this, but I think she was going to do the diagonal stripes, but she had a kit, a set of floss that she was selling on their, or they had a set of floss that they were selling on their website, and I ordered the rainbow floss because I thought that was a wonderful idea. So there was 18 colors in their packet of floss. I'm only using 9. Yeah, I'm only using 9 of their colors, and then I had this red Moselle hank that I had gotten from a previous order. So I swapped out some of the colors and leaving off some of the colors, but Essentially, if you look at this, it's going to be basically the rows of letters are all going to be different colors. So, and it's on a piece of Gorgeous Grape by Stitch Me. Gorgeous Grape. So, I created my poll on the 30th when I got home. They voted through 9 p.m. last night. And the winner for my poll is Crossword. So this is going to be my first stitching, my first new start in May. I'm going to start this probably tonight when I get back upstairs after recording this. And I will get started on this. My goal is to pick a whip that I already have in progress and probably pit Be the Good in the World against a whip of mine that's already started. I may just pick 2 whips. The second poll may just be 2 whips, and then I'll take the losers of the poll and make that my 3rd poll, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so that is Crossword, and stitching it on Be Stitch Me fabric with Mo-Cell floss. So that is what I have there. And that, my friends, is all that I have for you right now. That is all the updates that I have for you. Lots of stuff going on. Loving listening to Sammy's live feeds while I'm working on Tuesdays. That's been a lot of fun. Just kind of hanging out and just kind of enjoying life and getting some board game playing in this weekend. That's all really I have going on. I don't know when my next video will be recorded or uploaded. So if I don't talk to you, happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Happy Mother's Day if I don't see you before then. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you within 2 to 3 weeks. And I'll have a May update for you. Show you some of my things for the Stitch MayPoll group and just all the other stuff going on. That's all I have for you. Take care. Keep your head up and keep moving forward. And take care, friends. We'll see you soon. Bye.